is the coming of Melchizedek in conjunction or similar to the Mayan or Olmec prophecy of 2012?
Yes, it is. It's in conjunction with the 2012 because 5 is the number of man. And again, we're dealing with the Julian calendar, so we can't say that we're not already in it. You see? So the 2012 calendar is actually something that these devils did. They saw the point of reference to what it is that would get them to that point, and they counted the units in terms of cosmic units to what they see as years. How many times would the planet have to go around our suns, our computer light emanator, which is the sun? How many times would this orb, this ship, have to spiral around this for us to come to a junction in consciousness that would bring us to the point of interface with Eta Carina, or what we call Melchizedek? So they counted backwards from that point, and it became 2012 years, or 2012 cycles. That the whole system would come into conjunction with an alignment. And in order for Eta Carina to be actually polarized for us, the planets that spiral around us, which are tonals, tonal gods, which are tonal entities that are keeping a frequency sound wave in place. See, the way the sun is, the way Mercury and then Venus and then Earth, right, third rock from the sun, the way we are set up is that those planets that are around us, as they're all spiraling in different places upon different vectors and spinning at their own rates, create a sound tonal quality that aligns our consciousness matrix to the greater galaxies around us. We, though, under great cataclysmic stress due to a war, are wobbling. So our reference points now have become distorted. We can't pick up consciousness vectors from other star systems as clearly as we should be. So we have to be even more in tune with the planetary waves and to adjust our consciousness to everything that we see happening around us, because now because the planet is out of whack, those entities that I was telling you about would have a field day here. Because this would be a perfect point to create the illusion using the lower frequencies, which are based upon all the havoc that's going on the planet, to create a condition that would keep us from actually taking the time to interface with those higher energy frequencies. Now, I know it sounds like, what the hell is he talking about? But you keep looking at this, you will see what I'm saying. So now, from when these planets begin to spin, after they get to a certain point by the year 2012, there will be an alignment to Eta Carina. Not only to Eta Carina, but to some serious other energies that can oppose that. Which is why that's what they call the end of time. Which time? The time that it took for us to get to that point. And the beginning of a brand new cycle of consciousness that will open a door or a gateway to a reality where thought now can be amplified simply by you teaching the children the way you teach to ride a bike. You could teach them to do thought and thinking, to project thoughts, to project images, to project messages, to project voices, to be able to change the molecular variables, the atomic spin orientations of the atom itself. The electron can be controlled because all of it is thought-based. Thought creates atoms. By the very issuance of thoughts do you now create atomic energy. So when you get into that space now, that paradigm space that has been prepared for us, I did say, I have prepared a table for you. All of that in the Bible is them telling us, all of those who time travel back to tell those who didn't know where they were going. That's what we are. We are time travelers. We have made a trip back. You remember that show that comes on TBS, I think, called 7 Days, where they call Operation Backstep? Well, this is what we've been on. We're here to tell them what's getting ready to come. The Mayans were backsteppers. They were time travelers. They're supposed to set up structures on different planets where humanities are actually evolving, set up the structures for them to then decode as they raise their consciousness. They couldn't decode it, and the white man couldn't decode the shit the way they put it down there because he was a fucking ignorant knuckle-dragging ape, just killing everything in sight. Just like any of them, see them little white kids, attention deficit white kids going crazy in a goddamn playroom or in the supermarket. That's what they're about. But as they begin to grow with our patience and our not killing them off of this fucking planet on sheer volumes alone, some of them, or the greater portion of them, hopefully, but not enough of them, are growing in consciousness to understand and to go into those old stones and begin to decipher what the hell was going on 200, 300, 4,000, 5, 10, 20,000 years ago, so that they can begin to align the ship to the coordinates that our ancestors laid down for us to follow. So the Mayans built whole cities and civilizations and left it. Didn't even live in it. And that was their job. Because when the conquistadors came, the whole Mayan civilization disappeared. Just remnants was left. And then nobody killed them. There was no graves or nothing, but they just disappeared. They went underground.
So their job is to almost like what some people call time capsules.
Exactly.
So
very well said.
In the future, somebody can open it up and then the blueprint will be there.
Yes, beautiful. Because you remember, there's a constant flow of higher light beings and lower light beings within the waveform of material consciousness that descend into lower frequency vibrations in order to take on shape, form, and participate in sensual life. So those who precede them have left little markers along the way so that those who descend may ascend again. So in leaving the grand pyramids and all of those things before them, leaving the capabilities for technology and liquid light and time travel and dimensional 90-degree dimensional interfaces. All of that is nothing to the spirit, but to the flesh it is like, oh my God, that's awesome. Ain't nothing awesome about time traveling or even dimensional shifting. We think so because, again, we have that block. We have